Well, hello there, my friends. If you out there are wondering where I was yesterday, I do humbly apologize. Normally, I come on here and say I was super busy, or I did this, and there was a reason as to why I why I didn't post a video yesterday, but really, it was my fault. And I just kind of chose not to do it, I guess. I mean, I'll explain more in depth there in a second, but I don't know. So, pretty much how it happened is somebody always says something, posts me in something on Facebook when I hit the record button. I don't fucking understand what ties I have to people, but for some reason, every time I hit the record button, somebody tags me on Facebook. But so yesterday, let me explain to you about what I did all day yesterday, okay? Now, normally I would normally come out daily content, or normally I come on here and apologize for not having daily content, but I'm not going to apologize because, like I said, I kind of chose yesterday not to do anything. But that was because I can't even tell you what the name of it is because I don't even fucking know it, okay? It's like Shahara Ra 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 or something like that. It's not Ra 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 Ra, but you know what I'm just meaning. It's got like Sharrarah. So it's like Shahara or so I don't know. Some fucking weird show that I found on Netflix 2 days. I hit the window button, it scared me. 2 days ago. And I started watching it Monday night when I shouldn't have, because I clicked on Netflix to bring up a show that I used to watch, but thought they canceled it, and now they're coming out with another season of it, so I don't know if maybe once they got it on Netflix, if the popularity blew up enough, they decided, hey, guess what, we're going to recontinue the show. But, so I was going to go watch that show, and another show popped up that was like suggested for you. And I like exploration, and I like sci-fi, and I like, you know, like shows that are about like surviving and stuff like that. I don't know, I guess, or like, so the show's based on like elves, dwarves, humans, trolls, all kinds of shit, like normal kind of stuff like that. But it's based on our future. It's like after man kills each other with nukes, these other races pop up and stuff. Like, I'm not 100% sure, but it was a really in-depth show, and each episode was 40 minutes long, and I watched 10 of them between Monday and yesterday. Pretty much watched 2 of them, maybe 3 of them on Monday. And then yesterday I watched, 7 to 8 episodes that were 40 minutes long apiece. So I watched one on lunch. That's why I didn't have a vlog. So I do kind of apologize if you were looking for my vlog yesterday. But I was so enthralled in this TV show, I couldn't fathom the possibility of not watching it on my break when I had the opportunity to watch one of the episodes. And then, like I said, I finished it last night, first season. And that's all they have is one season. It came out, this year was the first year it was out, so if it even comes back, I'll have to wait until next year for the next season. But but yeah, it was a great show though. Kind of Lord of the Rings-ish. Kinda, I don't know. It's like a tree in this elf kingdom that has stood for 300 years, and it holds back demons from entering Earth or something like that, and the tree starts dying because it's the tree's time to die, I guess. And so they have like these people that each like, generation or so, they get, like, people who have to take care of the tree. And then to find out that one of the people that take care of the tree ends up having to save the tree, but then everybody else gets killed, and there's only one person that's left, which is, like, ironic. And you know, there's a bunch of other heroes. And pretty much what they do is they get a seed of this tree, and they have to carry it from here to some mystical temple place where they put the seed in some thing called blood fire, and then they have to then take the seed back to the elvish place and replant it, and the tree will regrow, and then all the demons will be back in the Forbidden, which is like the place that they were being kept or whatever. So obviously it happens, but they still set it up so there could be a second season, and I'm pretty sure that probably will, because it was pretty cool. But the only thing that really confused me about the whole show and the whole thing is it was aired on MTV. Like, when the fuck did MTV make shows about fucking dwarves and elves and stuff like that? Like, MTV! I think it's mainly because MTV is known for music videos and stuff like that, and, you know, those are kind of like a dying thing. Not many people, not many artists still make music videos. But when they do, they're usually aired on Vivo and stuff like that involves the internet, and it's no longer like people go home and watch MTV to hear their music. You know, they can just look it up and listen to whatever the fuck they want. So MTV is kind of like a dying channel. So I think they're trying to change things up a bit. I've actually been hearing a lot recently that MTV has been doing really, really poorly. Like, really bad. To the point that they might actually have to, like, remove MTV channel if it doesn't do better, which is probably another reason why they, you know, made the show or whatever. But it's just, like I said, it's a dying thing. You know, no one goes home after work and thinks, man, I gotta turn MTV on so I can hear my music. Like, who the fuck cares? Just turn the radio on or look it up. Not that big of a deal. Now, this is my last one. This is my last story I got, okay? This is my new denture horror story. So, if you're still battling with your dentures and you don't particularly want to hear about something kind of grossly bad that happens in the future that you will have to deal with most likely, I didn't even know I had to deal with it until I had to. Been keeping this one secret for a couple weeks now just because it's finally been enough time now that I myself can talk about it freely without being like overly grossed out. But so a lot of people leave their dentures in all the time and never take them out, which is, I guess, is fine and it's not a bad thing. But I was told to remove my dentures, and when my parents went out of town, I took my dentures, you know, out and stuff. But there was like a good, you know, I took them out and washed them. That's the thing I want people to realize. I don't just, when I tell you that I just leave my dentures in all night, don't think that I just wake up and then go to work. Like, I wake up and scrub them out and then put them back in, but still the fact of, like, there's no time but like a 5-minute period from when I'm washing them off that there's no dentures in my mouth. So pretty much there's always been a piece of plastic, you know, slammed inside of my mouth. And finally, when it was about 4 days of leaving them in, and I realized my mouth was killing me like crazy. I mean, it was all this pain I was getting from my mouth. So I opted to just take my dentures out during the middle of the day. I just stuck them in my little denture holding box I built, and now it's for the gross part. I was sitting on my couch, and I was rubbing the roof of my mouth with my tongue, and I was pulling stuff off of it. And it clicked in my head that I must have had food. Nasty, old, gross, dry food. Well, not really dry, but you know. It's been sitting in my mouth for a long time. It went underneath my denture, stuck to the roof of my mouth, and here I am pulling it off with my tongue. So I'm like grossed out, kind of gagging a little bit, like this is gross. I need to go wash my mouth out. So I washed my mouth out with water real good and spit it out in the sink. When I spit in the sink, I realized it's not food. It's like white. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I looked at the roof of my mouth, and all of the skin, the outer skin, I don't know if it's skin, but whatever the fucking gum and whatever that is. All of that on the outside and the very top of the roof of my mouth all died. And I was peeling the skin off. It was gross. Like, gross. Gross, okay? Like, I mean, you know, like a sunburn and you just kind of pick the skin off, that's whatever. But physically peeling skin off the inside of your mouth is not really something that I enjoyed doing. And it sucked. So, word of advice, take your dentures out as much as you can, especially while your mouth's still healing, because you'll kill part of your mouth if you don't. But I'm going to go, guys. If you like this video, a like would be super much appreciated. If you're new to this channel, you should subscribe. We don't subscribe here, we subscribe. You subscribe to this channel. This channel, right here, the one that this finger's kind of going off track here, but we are outlining the phone. Yes, and if you're already a part of this channel, you should share this video and let other people know why you don't leave your dentures in for more than multiple days when you are newer to them, even though I've had them for like a year, but that's still technically newer. And I hope you liked Wednesday's words of the day, a word of the day, which was buffalo 8 times. Look at that video if you don't know what I'm talking about. And if you'd like, you can leave a comment below and tell me